Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a rendered episode of D&E Doodles.
That's right. This week we took some classic paintings and made an image inspired by them.
Yeah,
not necessarily a redraw.
Yeah, just the elements inspired by, very classical, famous paintings.
Yeah, so pretty simple this time around, and D should be up first.
Ooh.
There he goes. He did the Mona Lisa.
Everyone's favorite classic guy sitting.
Smoking man.
If you can see, you might already know what this is based on. If you're a real keen eye.
The Fall of Rome.
Yeah, I actually had this idea just kind of thinking about this prompt, and I was like, this would be a really cool thing if someone was like in the foreground like smoking something and it like went in to the back of the painting as well. So I did that in my sketch layer.
You're trying a lot of different hairstyles, I see.
Yeah, so I did my sketch layer with my classic. I always like Oni masks, so he's wearing like that samurai armor,
Yeah. There's the classic giant cigarette.
Yeah, it's a Starry Night. If you didn't know already, that was what mine was based off of, the Van Gogh heater that everyone knows. Hot take on Van Gogh.
What's the hot take on Van Gogh? Oh, wait, this is a hot take on... Oh, wait, yeah, what?
Okay, one time, I forgot we were watching something, they were just showing like old like art.
Uh-huh.
And Kate was like, she like didn't understand why Van Gogh was so famous. She was like, he's not even that good of a painter. I was like, I mean, it's just stylized. Like, I mean, it's still good technique and stuff. And it was very different at that time. It's probably cool to other people.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh. I was like, that's actually hilarious.
It's so funny. This reminds me of our mom. Watching us, we were watching cartoons, and she's like, they don't even look good.
Yeah.
It's not even drawn well.
Some people don't understand what stylizing is.
Yeah.
And think every good art is only like realism. I feel like. But I always like this piece. I think it just has such a cool like vibe to it,
Yeah, nice atmosphere.
You feel like you're there, yeah.
You're there in Swirly Land.
Yeah, you're in Swirly Land. So I decided I would ink my character first and really get that part out the way so I could go back in and focus solely on the background, because that's like the major part of this piece. Or the
and then you removed it. It's gone.
Yep, took it away. Hit that hide layer. Use the tools, baby. Took a nap.
Yeah, it's stretching your arms. Always stretch, everybody. Always stretch. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to find. I wanted to use something I don't like, actually. Like, you see how this is like almost a deep purple?
Yeah.
So on my tablet, it is more of like a midnight blue. And I was like, some colors in my tablet don't, like when I look on my screen, it's like a different color, kind of.
Yeah, that's just how.
And that kind of bugs me sometimes. But it still looks cool, so I was like, whatever.
You could try messing with the settings on your tablet. It is technically a display, so.
Yeah, but it's not all colors. Like, just most of them look the same, but this one was like a weird. I think it's because it was so close to purple and blue. It just this like brought out more purple. But doing the old I tried to really stick to his style with this, like very I don't know, like a bunch of lines, kind of just like swirly little like sketchy lines everywhere.
Nah, I like a bunch of lines. I think that's the proper term.
Yeah.
Very
what is art but a bunch of lines? Pro art tip, bunch of lines. So I went, with the classic, had his like glowy effect on the moon and stars. And I added in some like greens and some whites into those because that's like a thing that people I don't think understand as much. Like maybe YK would say that. There's so many different layered colors in the actual colors of this.
Yeah.
So I even went through like here with the white. It's not just a white. I had to like do some erasing, had some background, also add like blue here. Give it that nice wisp.
Yeah, did you skip something there?
Yeah, I didn't even know I skipped that, but apparently I did.
Not too much,
But
it's fine.
not a lot, yeah. And then really filling up the background here with all those wisps. Those little nice lines, and I really thought it was pretty cool, actually. I like doing these, our like art rendered challenges we do are pretty fun, because it always makes me like do something different. I have to tap into my art brain and figure out how I could do it in my style, but also stay true to the original piece.
Right.
Here I'm coming in with, I came in with a bunch of blue lines, yeah.
D was so
Which
mad
I
about
was
the
kinda
dark
sad.
purple.
I was kind of sad because it didn't bring out the blue lines as much as it did on my tablet. But at that point, I was like, eh.
You're like, I'm tired.
Here I go, did it on the wrong mountain, and then so I had to go back and do it on this mountain.
Nice.
Yeah, there's just a lot of cool layers in this that I really appreciated more when I was drawing this, because I haven't really looked super in depth at this painting until this.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of really interesting pieces, and like, history and stuff is always very important in context of art.
Yeah, and he, I think, was bipolar, they think, right?
Yeah, I mean, who knows for sure, because it wasn't really...
He definitely had some mental illness, and I think you can see it in like the chaos of his paintings. And his like style, it looks very like rough, and it's almost like his emotions coming out, I think, on the canvas. So that was really cool. I did his weird like tree I don't even know what that is, but
it's something.
It's like a tree. It looks like a thing from like a Nightmare
Seuss.
Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's it, I guess.
Also, yeah. It's just a bunch of browns and greens on that. Yeah, so far it's pretty obviously you can tell the inspiration here.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, that idea like immediately popped in my head where I was like, oh, these wispy clouds, what if like a smoke was going back into the background? Here I just drew some like very simple buildings. I didn't really want to go too hard on it.
A church.
Yeah, church and some like stuff. That was the part I was dreading most. I do not like drawing like landscape buildings and stuff. I don't know how people do that. It's a lot of work.
I mean, our father does that technically.
Yeah, he does do architecture, design. I should just use AutoCAD for this.
One day we're gonna have a render and you're gonna see me bust open a 3D model program just to make a background.
I know. I was thinking about learning more Blender just to use the models.
Blender's neat. It's a lot of work though.
Yeah. I wanted to give him some nice, like, vibrant eyes.
Make them stick out.
Cool. Yeah. I went like a red. I feel like the samurai armor a lot of the time was like red. He has like a fishnet type of ninja samurai thing. He is smoking a joint. Okay, this is a marijuana.
Oh, okay. Why is it colored like a cigarette then?
It's colored like a joint. They're basically the same color, right? And so here I came in. I didn't do like classical shading how I would. I wanted it all to be in that like style of just like a bunch of lines. And I actually think it matched very well. It was pretty fun. So I just took like a darker color, added in those like wispy lines kind of following the shapes that I had.
Right.
Then I had to go with an overlay so I could make it actually be like coming out of his mouth. Added some smoke coming off the end of the cheesy.
The cheesy?
The cheesy Jeezy.
Yeah, puffin' the cheesy. Why is it called a cheesy?
It's a Jeezy, but...
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually thought it was pretty fun. Pretty cool little rendition here.
Nice.
Had a lot of fun with this one.
I mean, yeah.
Smoky, starry night.
Challenges like this always are fun. I like, it definitely is always a good idea to get out of your comfort zone. Related, I decided to try to do only the paintbrushes for this challenge.
Yeah, I use mostly paintbrush besides the line art and stuff.
And also, I think about half of this challenge was doing the background.
Yep, I think you use the same brush as me. I love this brush.
I like it, but sometimes it's a little hard to get looking how you want it.
Yeah, I like when I go for my painting like rough style, I like how it is. I think it's it gives you that painter feel with the digital art, which I think is cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Here's some ground.
Self-portrait of Van Gogh.
I'm curious if you'll figure out what it is.
Yeah, so far I don't know. Mine
there's a part
immediately.
Yeah, there's a part where you definitely will realize what it is, but I don't know if you'll get it from the background.
Is it Dolly?
It is a dolly.
Oh, is it the clock one?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! I saw like the deserty vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I almost was gonna do that, so good thing.
I almost did Starry Night. There's a very close thing where we both would have done the ones the other did, and that would be funny.
That's actually funny.
For those who don't know, we don't like we don't like check with each other on stuff like this.
Yeah, I think it's like part of the fun, like the surprise of seeing. I mean, you always see mine, so it's kind of not as
yeah.
fun,
Maybe sometimes I should. Yeah, maybe sometimes I should send you mine and you edit it.
I mean, it's fine. You still like see it as a surprise when you edit.
Yeah, I try not to actually watch the thing. So like when I watch you do your thing, I still have pretty genuine reactions to it. Here's the box thing that it's on.
Yeah, the table.
Here's me drawing a mountain. I think what's really funny, so I did a lot of like smudge tool and stuff on the background.
Yeah.
Significantly less on the rest of the thing.
Well, it kind of makes sense if the background's supposed to be distant, kind of, or just like it's a background. So
yeah,
you want the foreground to stick out more.
Here's
some textures.
Yeah, here's mountain.
Here is rock mountain. Rock lobster.
I should have just kept it with that one where it was just all smudged on.
Yeah. Yeah, you came with a little smudge here.
Yeah, I think this is literally the. Yeah, there's a little more blending I do for like shading, but it significantly drops off pretty soon, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, when I paint or use like a paint tool and do my more painterly style pieces, I do usually do that. Like I go and blend the edges of everything, so it's just more seamless.
Yeah, I unfortunately just kind of don't have that. What's it called? Like I just haven't gotten the practice of it, so I don't really have a good eye for how to blend shape.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I've just always like I watch so much like art of other people like doing art process and like hearing them explain, and I've just seen a lot of process videos, and I watch a lot of art theory, like try to learn actual art theory and like how to use shapes and colors and things. So, you know, YouTube, good reference. Look up anything you honestly want to do in art, you can probably find a helpful video on.
Also, this is not a part of the original. I just decided to add stars. It really felt like that time of day, you know, where you can still see the moon. And like
Yeah,
some
where
of the
it's like,
stars.
yeah, like it's the sun setting, but the moon is like fully out and a little bit of stars are coming through.
Yeah, so I decided on that. Here I took a nap. Alright.
Yeah.
I also ended up really liking how the stars fade out of like view basically as it gets farther down because of how colors work, you know.
Yeah, and it makes sense because the light is stronger there, so you wouldn't see him as much.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like Dolly's paintings because,
Yeah, I love like weird surrealist kinds of stuff. I think it's really interesting.
yeah, a lot of my art is kind of in that genre. Or as you said before, I do a lot of concepts, so it's very like whatever my brain comes up with. So they usually are like kind of surreal and different.
Also, I added a hat.
Ooh.
No particular reason why. As it went on, I started just kind of doing anything because I kind of just felt like whatever.
Yeah, and it was like an inspiration. You didn't want to go
Yeah.
1-to-1.
Here's me doing some of this stuff.
Yeah, coming up actually in about 8 months from now when we get to it is I added a surrealism render.
Yeah.
So
Tune into that for in 17 years.
yeah, stay subscribed. You'll never know when it drops if you're not.
Yeah. But honestly, I do actually kind of like, because like I said, I think that's the last I use of the blending. And I think it actually kind of makes this really interesting dichotomy where my stuff ends up popping out a lot because I don't follow the same rules.
Yeah, I really like the blending of the tree, but the hat's not.
Yeah, the hat's very
like pops
strong,
off the tree.
Here's me making funny numbers. This was fun.
Some swirly swirls.
16
o'clock.
Yep. You're late.
You're in military time.
And,
we went to Curacao.
And
someone asked me what time it was, and I showed them my watch, and they like scoffed at me. And I was like, yeah, because it was in like just normal, like I don't know what that's called. Standard time?
No, I don't know what it would be called either. They scoffed at you.
Yeah,
it's not 4 a.m, you dumbass.
They were like, oh, what? I was like, bruh. Ooh, a pizza?
It's a pizza. I didn't feel like drawing a bunch of clocks.
I like
I said, as it went on, I stopped I progressively got less and less accurate. In fact, I posted this somewhere where some of my college places are, and they said, I feel like they started off following a Bob Ross video, and then just progressively lost interest.
I know, I need to get into like a art Discord or something. Actually, I am in one, but every time I try to post, it says my files are too large, so I guess that...
Nice. Shrink your files.
I know, it's so much work. I don't even know why they're so big.
What's your canvas size?
Pretty big. That probably makes sense.
That's probably it. Anyways, there's an orange.
I love it to be scaled up. Nice.
Here's the weirdest thing I drew. I don't know what this is. In the original, it's like half a face melting off.
Oh yeah.
That's not what I drew.
You drew a platypus. Perry the platypus.
Sure.
It's like a one-eyed duck in the front. Sometimes that's fun. You just let your pen guide you.
Yeah, no clue what it is, but it's fun.
No brain, just pen. Ooh, this is like something I would draw.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I finished. I was like, huh.
Corporeal.
And then I discovered this brush.
Oh yeah, the fun like super color brush.
Yeah, I like it because it actually makes it look more painting on this, like if it's a low opacity.
Oh, he has a blankie.
Nope, it's a donut.
It's another. Oh, a donut.
I think I was hungry when I.
Yeah, pizza, donut, squash
Anyways,
orange.
I finished. That's it.
That's really fun.
I had a lot of fun with that one for sure.
Nice.
It was something, but hey, thank you all for watching another rendered episode. If you like the renders, let us know. Let us know if you have any ideas for renders. We can throw them in every now and then. Hit the bell, gets you notified Tuesdays and Thursdays when we upload. And like and subscribe, and thank you all for watching.
We'll see you next time.